Across Europe in 2010, business conditions will remain challenging for everybody. We're seeing an uptick in business confidence surveys, and there were some December PMIs out only this morning, which were positive, very much more positive for the Eurozone. However, the overall backdrop, which we have to consider, is one that banks will still, I think, be retaining pretty tight credit. I think the aggregate demand picture, if you like, in Europe is going to be quite weak, and probably more important than anything, the government support packages that have been put in place to help countries, and corporates out of the problems of the last couple of years are going to start to be withdrawn, wound down, and all of those, I suspect, will slow any recovery. If you look at the numbers, they do show some recovery. So GDP is forecast to tick up slightly into positive territory, and all of the countries in Europe are in that state. If you look at the employment side, though, it still looks like the numbers of employed across Europe are going to be going down in virtually all countries in 2010, and not recovery for 2011. The overall question, are we going to see an uptick? I think, funnily enough, even despite that, I think we are, but for some interesting reasons, I think. We've seen a decline of 50% pretty much in take-up levels across Europe in the last 2 years, from 2007 peak to where we think we'll be at the end of 2009. So the overall levels of take-up 50% below where they were. We're expecting volumes in terms of occupational take-up to tick up probably 15% next year, and could be another 15% the year after. Is that about growth? No, it's not about growth. It's occupiers who will be taking advantage of weak leasing markets, low rents, and be positioning themselves for what they will be seeing as the recovery in 2011 and 2012. And so they'll be looking for space which fits their new business model to increase things like productivity and efficiency, and cost for them will be all important, as well as good quality fit out and the right space to do their businesses in. And that's what's going to be driving, if you like, an uptick in take-up overall. All overall markets, I think, as I said, will be challenging generally in 2010, more improvement in 11.